welcome back to another video. And as you can see, we got the two Fords lined up here. Today what I plan to do is I will be replacing the factory grille on the Ranger. So on one of my videos you've seen, I replaced the one on the Everest to the this is called the Ford Raptor style grille. It's not actually a grille from the Ford Raptor itself, but it's actually a copy of the Raptor grille. So if you like, I think if you've watched my other video, I've actually said it's not a great idea. Well, it probably won't fit if you get a Raptor grille, a genuine one, because it's different. So you have to get a aftermarket Raptor style grille to fit obviously your Ranger. We actually installed on the Everest was actually a few years ago. I think maybe 2 years ago. I got it from, actually can't remember right now, but it came in a few pieces. But so I reached out to Baja Odos, Baja Parts. That's the blokes I got my flares from, and I was really impressed with the flares. So I asked them, how about you send me a grille, because they sell a lot of things. So check them out on eBay. They've got a store there. They sell grills for Fords, Hiluxes. Yeah, go check them out. I'll put a link down in the description below. And I think what they did send us was a Ranger Raptor style grille. I opted for a matte black one, the same as the Everest, but this one is a lot different to the one I actually installed in the Everest. It's a lot easier. I think it's pre-assembled, so you don't have to do the fiddly bits where you gotta go and put a whole bunch of screws together to assemble it. It's just one piece. But I have the box right here, and I'm in my jandals, OH&S. So let me unbox this. So as you can see, the package I bought in before, bajaodoparts.com.au. I'm guessing that's the website actually. So let me see. I've already right. So what this is. Oh, well, looks like my mate has sent me extra things. Wow, this is exciting. I'm very, very excited. Very, very excited. So, looks like my mate has sent me some bonnet struts, which he also sells, and some tailgate dampeners. Nice. Top bloke. Honestly, if you do want, if you want to get in touch with the guy from Baja, he is an amazing person to deal with. Honestly, like, if you need help with anything, he's always there to help you with anything you want, and which is good, you know, whenever you're stuck. Like when I was putting my flares on, I did get stuck a few times, and I messaged him and he just replied back instantly. This was on a Saturday as well, which is amazing. You don't get that from everyone. So yeah, well, I'm actually excited about this. So these are the bonnet struts and tailgate dampers. I'm guessing he sells these too, so check it out on his website. Nice, beautiful. Well, all right, so the grille is open. You got the, well, dear Lord, do not know how to spell Ford. So that goes, obviously there's slots in there, beautiful, and there's a set of screws here. Obviously going to mount, what I'll do, I'll get these letters up. So pretty easy. slots in there, and then you screw it from the back. Same for all these, and then yeah, let's go. Those two pieces there, obviously 2 pieces, they slide up. I'll show you just now, and they've got holes there to be mounted onto the grill. So I will get these lined up and screw them in. Same screws, just like this, into place, and I'll show you what I've done after. So that's what it looks like at the moment. You got the lettering in, and then you have those 2 bits I was showing you. They go on the top, you got the screw in. Obviously the angle bit goes like that, so, and there are 2 main clips I'll show you later, which these maybe will slide into. So we're just going to screw that side in, and now screw that side in, and then the camera will do at the end. And to be honest, these lights, what I might do, I might just, you can see there's mountings for them. I might just put them in, and I'm not sure if I want to wire them in, but I'll leave it there to wire them. We'll see what happens. Okay, so these lights are mounted, and these wedged pieces are mounted. And that's about it. Okay, so first thing we have to do is obviously we gotta remove all these things, all the screws, plastic screws. Be careful, don't strip them. While you're doing it, put something like this wiggle in there so it comes out easily. So let's get this off, and I'll show you what's next. There's a nut over there, and then there's a nut here. I'm pretty sure there's 1 or 2 down there, but to get to them you need to first take these off, this off, then you can pull it out in order to reach at the bottom. Bolt 1 out, bolt number 2. So you give it a good tug on this side, so you'll see it pops out. Tug on this side, it pops out. Plastic sort of looking round thing, which you have to take off. Once you pull that out, your grill will pull out. So I've disconnected the camera. Now this is the water hose, I guess, is cleaning the camera. That's what I think it is. And there's a 12 clips there. I'm going to undo them, and then I can take this grill out. But this is proving to be quite a bit of a challenge, trying to get these hoses off, because it is a pain in the butt. So I can't really do it without ripping this whole thing up and scratching the front of the car. So I am pretty sure there's another way of doing this, but somewhere maybe you could disconnect this hose, maybe over there. But the hardest part was getting all these little clips out, which freaking took ages. But I had to take that little crossbar out from the girl. Okay, so it looks like a bit of a mess, but I've got the camera mounted, and these bunch of cords here need to bugger off in there for now, and then I will get this party started. We are going to line these little babies up. So firstly, can I ensure that these are in correct locating spots. Before we can push them in. Because you don't want to push them in if they're not in the correct spots. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Okay, that's in. And that is it. Just gotta make sure all the tabs are in the spot. This side is in, and this side is clipped in. And we'll put this back on, and I will have to hide this cable somehow. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay guys, so as you can see, it's the next day. The battery in the GoPro died last night while I was trying to put the grill back together, but I'm pretty sure I showed you guys everything that was involved. I'll just do a quick recap of what I actually did and how to take the factory grill off. So pretty simple. Like I explained, you gotta take this plastic trim off, and then you gotta have your factory grill. There's a bolt, 8 bolt there, 8 bolt there, and right at the bottom on the factory grill, you'll see there's a little clip that'll be at the back there. You gotta really first you gotta pull this out a little bit so you have enough access to put your hand through here, and then take a little screwdriver, pull it out, and that plug should come off. And once that's off, the hardest part of the whole thing is actually getting the cable for the camera and the washer for the camera out. That I found that to be the most challenging thing in this whole replacement of the grill. But yeah, I think the little wedger thing I have, the plastic one, that's the best thing to use. You just gotta pry her out, and you gotta take that little support bracket out of the grill if you want to pull everything out together. It's always good to have someone holding it for you. That will definitely help. But yeah, so the grill is on. I think it looks amazing. Look, there are people who are gonna disagree with this. They said, "Oh, it's not a Raptor." I know it's not a Raptor. I didn't go put Raptor stickers on the car, and the grill doesn't say Raptor itself. But I just like the black and just the matte finish of the grill, of the Raptor grill, rather than this thing. So, personal opinion. I mean, some people might disagree. That's okay, but that's life. Not everyone's the same. All right, boys. I was just thinking. So we had 3 lights in there. I'm not sure if it's orange or the DRL color. So I will wire these babies up, but I will use aux1 cable, which is here, and then I will get ground from somewhere in here as well, probably somewhere down there, easy to get grounding. And that way, if I don't want to look like I am a serial killer coming down the road with orange or something lights on, who likes a lot of lights, I'll leave the auxiliary switch off. But if I want to run the lights, then I'll just use the auxiliary switches. So aux1, I'm sure is the violet and the green cable that's next to the battery. And if I want to run them, I will just leave this auxiliary switch on and it'll work. And if I don't want to be that person driving around with the lights, then I'll leave it off. I mean, it's no harm, to be quite honest. So while I'm here, I'm going to wire this in. So the red obviously will go into auxiliary feed, and then I'll just grab grounding just somewhere in the chassis, somewhere preferably hidden somewhere under here so you can't see it. So I'll wire that in and I'll show you what these lights look like. I'm not a big fan, I'll be honest with you, not a big fan of these lights on the grill, but I mean it's there, so I have the option. Like you get a Ranger, they have the auxiliary switches, so I have the option. If I want to turn them on, I can turn them on. If I don't, then I'll just leave it off. Gucci. Right, so these lights are on, and if I don't want to look like a monster truck, we'll go to the car and we'll turn auxiliary off. If I wired it right, voila, it's off. So I get the option of either running grill lights or that. So auxiliary 1 next to the battery is, to be honest, the cable, I think I'll show you before, that wasn't auxiliary 1. The auxiliary 1 is a very thinner cable. It looks more like violet and pinkish kind of look to it. So that's done. I'm going to put all this back on now. So I'll find the should have left it off in the beginning. But you got to make a plan before you start doing things. So I wasn't going to put it on, but I ended up there.